Hello, everyone. Welcome to another round of the Legend of Zelda Randomizer 2022 tournament. Today we have a match between cytown and Dragondarch. I am a bird and I am joined by a banana.
I'm not sure what sound bananas make, or otherwise I would have made one, and I'm not sure what sound peeling is, but what's going on?
Well, we have a cytown and we have a dragon, and last I checked, dragons normally burn towns, but it is cytown who is notably immune to fire.
Very much so. I believe this is game two. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe Cytown did pick up the win in game one. So that means this is a win or go home for Dragondarch.
Well, we know what that means. Let's break out the watermelon flavored lollipops.
Watermelon lollipop. See, I'm a green apple lollipop guy.
Joke's on everyone. My favorite lollipop is cherry.
As long as it's not medicinal cherry.
No, it's actually moonshine cherry.
I mean, moonshine's just better for everything.
Yeah, but when you get a cherry and it's like, yeah, this cherry is like really good, but also tastes kind of weird. It's like, yeah, it's a moonshine cherry. It's like, oh, okay, well, tonight's gonna be fun.
I can't say I've had a moonshine cherry. I can say that I've had a whiskey cherry.
Ooh, that actually sounds quite good.
Yes, yes. But also what sounds good is, how about a starting screen one east of our normal start?
Well, given that normal start has this garbage combination of enemies, I'm okay with it.
Also, an early Any Road, fantastic to find, especially when it's going to get us up to Death Mountain here a little early.
Yeah, these Any Roads automatically get a B from me. And it looks like they're pushing towards an A. Yeah, okay, they get a B.
Nope. It's like, no, it was almost there. Almost.
If that fourth Any Road had been over in the northeast, I think it would get an A. Hey, look, we have a level.
We do. No, the best Any Roads ever were, I'm not sure if you raced that seed or were part of the race where the Any Roads were just all 4 candle row spots.
I probably was involved with that. And I might have been racing it, but I tend to delete a lot of seeds from my memory banks pretty quickly.
Oh, like the ones I request you play?
Hey, the last one you requested me play was actually really nice.
Yeah, it was. I was watching that for a bit. We can discuss that later, though. We do find that our Armos item is not on Death Armos.
We've also found level 4. Level 4 is 2 squared, and it's also 2 plus 2.
We're doing this again, really?
No. We're just doing it once.
I don't believe you!
Well, there's arrows, which are 64 rupees, which is a wonderful price for them because that's a lot off of the vanilla price.
I love how you did the math voice there and didn't do it. That was great.
Yep. You gotta keep them on their toes. Although I don't think bananas have toes.
My plush banana does not have toes.
We have a wand as the Armos item.
Okay, wand as Armos item is fantastic. Also, speaking of things that are fantastic, how about that bow for Dragondarch? Yes, I have the spoiler cheat sheet here, so that is the bow on the Legacy of the Wizard sprite set.
So, I'm going to ask you this question. If you get a wand as an Armos item, do you just, at that point, effectively play swordless and get sword as a formality to be canon?
Yes, 100%. I actually was going to bring that up before we found the bow. On my Game 3 group race that I had back on Saturday, the wand was our Armos item, and I found that, and I had 3 Triforces, ladder, bow, recorder before I even found the sword. So I find that, I'm like, okay, I know the sword has to be in an open cave. I'll find it eventually. Now I'm playing this like I have a sword, and I'm just going to go from there. Because, like you said, the only thing you legitimately need a sword for is to beat Ganon. Everything else is just a formality. You can kill Wizrobes with bombs. You can kill Dark Nuts with the wand. You can kill the Dongos by feeding them. So it's just a formality.
Yeah, a lot of people, I think, like, wand is normally very valuable in these seeds anyway, but just having the early combat is super nice. What's not nice is Patra showing up in a 4 BMOS room.
Yeah, let's be honest, the Patra isn't the worst part. The BMOS room is the worst part of this.
Agreed. Honestly, BMOS rooms are a lot harder than they sometimes get credit for. Like, it could literally just be a jail, and the beamless room will still hit you like 4 times.
Oh yeah, well, I am 100% all in for the Beamos as the worst enemy in the game.
I don't know. I have to be partial to Wall Masters. That's an any key.
And that is an any key, so we've got wand and any key already. If you're cytown, you're already like you're doing a little fist bump. Like those, aside from the items you need to beat the seed, bow, silvers, and whatever overworld item you need, plus ladder. Like if wand and any key, the first 2 items you find, you're like, heck yeah, baby, let's go.
Yeah, this is gonna make Cytown basically just plow through every dungeon known to man. There is nothing that can stand in his way except for a pesky little enemy called Patra.
Well, and also Goma and Digdogger and Rivers.
Nah, Patra's worse.
I mean, yes, but at least we can beat Patra right now. The rest of them we can't.
Can we beat this Patra though?
I mean, in this room with our current resources, probably not.
Exactly.
And we all know that's probably the Triforce, right?
Nah, it's gotta be the compass. And the Triforce is gonna be behind a Goma that you won't realize until you kill the Patra.
I would ask who hurt you, but that is a long and arduous list, and we don't have enough time for that.
I can give you the abridged version. Doesn't have more than 1 finger.
I don't know.
This old man did, clearly.
Well, the system is down.
Honestly, if we're going to answer that question legitimately, I'm probably going to say extra bosses, but I'm also just going to sit here and note that Dragondarch needs to make their way to that wand, as getting that wand will increase their speed through the seed by a factor of, about 2,500.
Don't disagree there. Also, our first Patra has met its demise at the hands of Cytown. Also, if you want to, the answer of Norastra is always acceptable here in the Z1R community as who hurt you.
Ironically, I don't think I'm going to go with that answer.
I never said it was the truth. I said it was always acceptable.
Oh. I thought the acceptable answer was blame you.
Yes, you blame me, but Nora hurt you.
We're also seeing that apparently Dave hurt someone.
I mean, to each their own, I suppose. Dave probably rolled them a seed.
There's a heart container for Cytown that he just doesn't want.
Like, that's crazy. Like it's in a room. Like, I'm not going to search out heart containers, but if it's in a room like that, I'm very possibly just going to go and grab that. And Cytown's over here like, nah, no, I'm good, fam. I got this.
My main issue with that is there is a white sword item that exists, and if you can get that white sword item sooner, that is good. And if that white sword item is something like a red ring, and you can't pick it up because you're 1 heart short because you left behind the heart in 3.
Oh, don't disagree with you 100%. I mean, I'm absolutely, I'm not going to search them out, but over the course of the game, you're going to probably come across some easy ones. So I would absolutely be picking that up there. Dragondarch, speaking of picking things up, how about the Schwans?
I've already made a note to ask Cytown about that.
Oh, about the heart containers?
Yes.
I mean, is the appropriate answer it's Cytown?
The only answer I will accept is beam swords.
I mean, beam swords is fine, but like you said, that's gambling on the white sword item not being needed.
And if the white sword item turns out to be needed, and it's something important like, I don't know, ladder, bow and ladder at the same time, don't ask how that works.
Well, we already have the... Well, unfortunately, the white sword item is not something required. It's the inferior model boomerang.
You can pick that up if you just wanted to look at it.
I mean, I don't know why you would touch that.
Well, I mean, Dragondarch's only on 3 hearts, so it's not like Dragondarch's going to pick it up.
No, absolutely not. But considering considering the people who Dragondarch is friends with, it wouldn't surprise me if there's a fruit product whispering in his or whispering in their ear, saying, "Pick it up and troll. Pick it up and troll."
Wait, you mean he's getting, he has a talking pina colada?
No, but they do like getting caught in the ring.
Oh, I see.
Also, a talking pina colada would be scary and amazing at the exact same time.
You know, the last time I had a pina colada, the person who made it screwed it up and used too much pineapple juice, so it like all separated into a layer of pina colada and a layer of pineapple juice.
Oh, that's horrible. I mean, I haven't had to make a pina colada in years, but that's horrible.
It was the second one I'd ever had, too.
Oh.
Don't worry, the first one was made without any pineapple juice. Anyway.
So it was just a colada.
Yes.
All right, go ahead.
So we're getting asked, what's it mean to roll a seed? What that means is the person who basically wants the bot to go generate the number for the seed. All of these seeds are generated off of a random number between 1 and I think like, I don't know, 100 trillion or something.
There's
some absurdly large number.
I believe it's up to 16 digits.
Up to 16 digits, that's like 10 quadrillion.
Yeah. Anyway, before that, Cytown doesn't pick up the heart in 3, but does go ahead and pick up the heart in 4.
Okay, that one was like directly on his path to the door.
Oh, this Triforce room is a big pile of nope.
Hey, Cytown's got 6 bombs, he's fine.
Yeah, no, I agree with the, yeah, no, I'm good, fam, I'm gonna come back later.
And the reason we're always blaming TGE is, you know, I don't actually know why we're always blaming TGE. I just kind of went with it.
It sort of happened. I forget exactly what it was, but it just sort of became a thing. I don't remember where or when, but Trenton might have more information, but it was just sort of hashtag blame TGE as we get logs on the coast. And it just sort of became a thing.
More familiar with the origins of Beat Slamu.
Yep, I mean, I can tell you the entire origin story of Lord Banana, but nobody cares about that except me.
Something, no math.
Actually, there was no math involved in this. It was actually a counterpoint to Lizzie and the book.
Speaking of the book, we have a sword which is made out of wood, and wood is used also to make paper, which is used for books.
I see it's going to be one of those nights.
I don't know what else you were expecting besides level 1.
The Spanish Inquisition?
There are parts of me that cannot support the Spanish Inquisition.
Well, nobody expects it, but I am expecting it, so therefore can I be Spanish Inquisition?
Instructions unclear, gave you a Jewish Inquisition.
Isn't that just a bar mitzvah?
Yes, but with extra bagels.
Excellent! There's nothing wrong with this!
We find a Goma in level 1 and a 4B. Oh, another Goma, but at least this one, the item's on the floor, but it's a key, so it doesn't matter. And oh, hey, another Goma in a drop room!
I mean, I heard you liked spiders.
Oh, hey, not a Goma, but it's... Well, oh, it's not a super handler.
I really wanted to be a thick handler.
I did too. Hi, that's a croissant.
I mean, it's the closest they were getting to a bagel here.
Wait until Z1R when we get the flaming bagels.
Flaming bagels?
Narinkas and Torium. I've heard them be described as flaming donuts and flaming Cheerios, so I'm just going to call them flaming bagels now.
There is so much going on there that I'm not going to touch.
Well, thankfully we don't have to worry about that because we just have to worry about every Goma on the planet being in this level 1.
Gosh, this is worse than the seed that I had on Monday. That was oops, or was it? I can't remember if it was Monday or if it was Saturday. The Oops All Dig Doggers seed.
It's no better than Oops All Patches.
Yes, yes, yes. We don't talk about that one.
And the best part is, if Cytown wanted to, Cytown could just go buy the arrows and kill all these Gomas and not be blocked.
Yes, he could. Also, Dragondarch going to go ahead and purchase the candle up at the now level 5.
I like it.
And yes, chat, go ahead and shame me. I have never played Super Metroid.
It's okay, we'll introduce it to you with SMZ3 so that you can get lost trying to get your move roll on Ridley.
You are not the first person that said they were going to introduce me to Super Metroid via SMZ3.
Excellent, we'll get all of us that said that to you in a multi-world together. Dragondarch finds level 2.
Yeah, level 2 is an interesting level here because, the question always gets brought up, if you go into a level and you don't have a lot of resources, what are you going to do? Are you going to dig? Are you going to not dig? 2 is the most interesting option for that because the item, is going to be on the floor. So there's a good portion probability that you're not going to have to kill anything to acquire the item. My question to you about that is: yes, we have the wand, so we're going to negate that. But when you find dungeons early, speaking of that, we have boomerangs. I'm not sure which one is which at this point because we had one in the white sword item cave, one I don't know which boomerang is which. We'll figure it out.
Both blue.
Exactly. That's why I'm so confused.
Why do we have two blue boomerangs? Oh, hi. That's a mugger room.
Yeah. So what I was going to ask, it's probably due to the palette restrictions. What I was going to ask is, if you don't have a lot of resources and you find an early small dungeon, like a 1 or a 2, are you digging it or are you coming back later?
1, I am not digging. 2, I am digging, especially because we missed Dragondarch buying arrows. So Gomos are not going to block him in this dungeon as Cytown gets level 1 down. The decision matrix on level 1 comes down to how many keys do I have. Level 2, I'm more willing to dig with little to no keys because level 2 doesn't tend to be as key blocked as level 1 does.
That is true. Level 1 does tend to be very, very key blocked.
Cytown gets 127 rupees for his efforts.
Delicious.
We're hearing that the white sword was actually the correct boomerang, and the blueberry banana was the magical sword. Magical sword. Yes. Okay. Level 2 item.
Okay. I'm not sure what's going on with the bird here, but when we reset the feathers, we'll let you know. We also have a Triforce pickup for Dragondarch out of level 2.
I don't actually think I know how to speak English anymore.
You knew beforehand?
Well, before I could at least, make a passing attempt at knowing how to speak English.
So what you're saying is I need to, let you do numbers so you can speak English, because apparently you're fine as long as you're talking numbers.
I think I just need to, sprinkle numbers in there every so often. Or just start doing all the commentary in Hebrew, but I'm pretty sure everyone would just be wondering why I have so much phlegm.
I mean, fair enough, but we're going to be able to confirm right now here which boomerang is going to be the one here in level 2 if Cytown does go ahead and kill this Manhandla.
I expect Cytown will, just because it is a drop room and you can't assume anything about level 2.
Nope, you're right. We were correct. It is the magical boomerang in 2, very vanilla. And we have the wooden boomerang Lord Banana as the white sword item.
Okay, so we found the magical boomerang in 2, which is vanilla, and vanilla ice cream is a great base to work with. Therefore, I don't know. There's level 3.
Yes, we've already been in here once, and Dragondarch's going to be very happy to find the any key here in this level 3. And since we're talking about vanilla, can we call this a deliciously delectable level 3?
Yes. I think
okay.
We can. Now, there is going to be one difference between Cytown and Dragondarch when Dragondarch goes into level 1. Dragondarch has already bought the wood arrows, so Dragondarch will be able to get the floor item.
That is true.
And if it's a recorder, that becomes a very interesting thing. Now, you might say, why not silvers? And that's because if silvers are level 1, Cytown will probably check that before level 9. But if recorder's in level 1, that opens up the possibility for Cytown to say, I'm never going back for that, and then Dig Dogger blocks Zelda in level 9. Which can give Dragondarch a nice little edge to help them get the win here to force a game 3.
And you are devilish, and I like it.
I just like game 3s.
I mean, game 3s are absolutely fantastic, you are not wrong. But no, I like that. With that kind of devious thinking, it's going to be it's going to be less salty squab and more spicy squab.
And the thing is, the reason I think of the stuff like that is I think of, okay, what would make me the saltiest possible squab that you could have? Now let's wish that upon the runners, because half the time I end up being super salty anyway.
I mean, yes. What makes you the saltiest squab? Has a seed been generated?
Was it blessed by Dave, Nora, TGE, or Rick?
We do have level 6 over here, though, on Cytown's thing, which is the Cytown's side, which is the lovely level 1 color palette.
Do note that this does satisfy our overworld block, as it was Power Bracelet blocked. However, 5,000 point combat. This does not have to be the only overworld block.
It does not. I have had a scene in the seedings portion, the initial 6 races, where there was both a raft and a recorder block.
Still waiting for the required triple dip of 8 seed.
The required triple dip of 8.
Yeah. So you go into 8, you get your Power Bracelet out of 8, you take that into level 2. Level 2 has your ladder, so you take the ladder back into level 8. You take that to get your Power Bracelet. That leads you to your White Sword item recorder to get the Triforce. If I did that right. I think I did that right.
I think you said Power Bracelet twice.
Okay, well, replace the second Power Bracelet with a raft.
Okay.
The whole point is that you get 2 required items out of level 8, but one of them is blocked behind another required item.
Understandable.
Surprised we haven't seen any of the runners use pancake armor yet. But then again, you have to take a heart of damage to use it.
Right, and it's only, so good.
Although, if you could put likes in Patcher rooms, might not actually be terrible.
No, and you say pancake armor, I say Ablis waffle armor.
They are the same thing, although one may not be as sweet as the other.
I mean, I'm a bigger fan of waffles, so something an Ablis waffle is definitely a way to get me to eat it.
Yeah, but blueberry pancakes they have a certain...
I mean, I'm from Maine. Blueberry anything.
Now, how do you spell Maine again? Is it M-A-E-I-N?
M-A-I-N-E. E-I-E-I-O. And the Triforce from 3 is in Dragondarch's inventory.
That's a Cleoc room. In level 6.
That is, and that's a level 1.
Matrick coming in with the alternate spelling, M-A-Y-N-E.
That's only if your first name is Kenny. Yeah, I went there.
I'm glad you did, because I wasn't going to, because I don't know the reference.
Kenny Mayne is a sports anchor.
That explains why I don't know the reference.
Yep. Mainline some lobster rolls. Funny thing you bring that up, J-Dirk. I actually work in a lobster plant, so...
So is it true that you just want to go to, the lobster place where you just have the barrels of water sitting outside of the building?
I mean, I guess it depends on what you're looking for with your lobster. If you want a fresh lobster, yeah, you go to a place like that. You point into the thing for the one you want. You say, I want Floyd back there doing the backstroke, and you get nice fresh lobster. But if you're more in the mood for a lobster roll, it doesn't matter if it's in the tank or not, because it's going to be chopped up with mayonnaise, celery, and a little bit of lettuce, and a hot dog roll with a toasted bun. It's going to be...
Wait, all of that sounds amazing, but a hot dog roll?
How else would you serve a lobster roll?
You have all these other types of rolls that you could use.
It's a split top hot dog roll. That is a traditional lobster roll.
This shows you how much lobster I eat, which I've never eaten, by the way.
Well, maybe if you behave, I'll bring some to SG Live.
Well, I do have a friend wanting to plan a road trip to Maine at some point, so...
Well, if you come up here, I can probably make that happen.
Instructions perfectly clear. Need money.
Yes, don't we all?
Dragondarch and Cytown, don't they have 180 and 110 rupees, respectively?
Alright, so now the debate is happening in chat of you cannot name the lobster if you are going to eat the lobster. I disagree with this, but I want your take on it.
Instructions unclear. Don't eat shellfish regularly. You can name the lobster whatever you want.
Yep, fair enough. I don't know if it's legal to own a pet lobster, but lobsters don't survive long as pets anyway.
Dragondarch exploring the level 1, Cytown exploring the overworld. Did we see Cytown just get blocked in 6?
Yep.
And we're seeing the error purchase. This indicates a potential play back to level 1. Maybe not immediately, but it's something he might be thinking about. seeing... wait, no, are we seeing a playback to level 6? And that's over... Oh, boy! Recorder in one!
That. You called that!
Alright, come on. No recorder blocks required until the door to Zelda is Dig Dogger block. Let's go!
Alsoa calling it.
Do I get an Olive Garden breadstick?
I mean, the one close to me closed, so...
Unfortunate, but also probably fortunate.
Poor unfortunate souls?
Unfortunate if you liked breadsticks, not unfortunate otherwise.
I mean, me does like eat breadsticks.
Dragondarch gonna get the lollipop.
Lollipop, lollipop, oh, lollipop.
Oh, well, that's fun.
Yes, we have the compass. We have the Triforces in here.
Oh, I thought cytown was just coming back because he wanted to get the item and kill the Goma really badly.
Yes, he did want to kill the Goma very badly, because the Goma had the Tringle. Someone in chat saying that Olive Garden in Italy is like a Long John Silver's up here in Maine. Joke's on whoever that is, because I've never seen a Long John Silver's in the wild.
I haven't either, even though they get advertised to me all the time.
You are correct, Cytown, jumping right back into level 1 with the bow. I don't blame him at all. I would 100% be doing the exact same thing.
Yeah, I think you can't leave the item in 1 behind at this point, because it's just too good to pass up, and your other options are like 7, 8, and 5, and 6. At least, although on the topic of restaurants, at least Sonic stopped advertising to me, which is nice because the closest one is like 50 miles away.
Yeah, the closest Sonic to me is down on Route 1 in Saugus, Mass.
That's only like 2 states.
Yeah, but it's honestly only like an hour and a half, but I ain't driving an hour and a half for cheap, greasy fast food when I can drive 2 minutes down the road to McDonald's and get some nuggies.
I was half expecting you to say when you could make your own cheap, greasy fast food.
I mean, I could do that too.
Cytown with the recorder now. Still not really in... Like, both runners are kind of right on top of each other. Cytown a little ahead just from having already done level 6. Dragondarch electing to not fight the Wizard Room at this time. Can't say I blame them.
I mean, electing to never fight the Wizard Room is always the correct answer. Nope. Also, we found $8 at the bottom of the lake.
There is one time where electing not to fight the Wizard Room is not the correct answer.
Alright, when?
If you don't know the Wizard Room exists.
Did you just make Schrodinger's Wizard Room?
Yup. And I have no regrets.
I didn't think you would.
Cytown going to pick up the potion here, saying 6 hearts is enough.
Well, 6 hearts guarantees the white sword item, so, I mean, yeah. From a logical perspective, if you're confident in your combat and your ability to dodge, 6 hearts is all you ever need.
You know, the 7th heart is actually kind of nice, I think. It gives you an extra hit against things like Wizrobes and other 2 HP enemies. That is, enemies that deal 2 hearts of damage. But, again, as you were saying, if you're confident in your combat, you don't need it. But you're also likely to pick it up somewhere in a dungeon on the way on accident. Like,
yeah.
Look, it spawned on top of you when you killed the Gleeok.
Exactly.
There's the Triforce for Dragondarch. They're going to elect to go ahead and at least check the stair out to see if it's a free item.
I mean, you absolutely check that stair out in this case. There's no reason not to.
Dragondarch also going to take the Triforce and flee. But presumably. I mean, it's a level 6. You don't necessarily want to dig a level 6. You don't have to.
Nope. Ooh, take the money and run.
And there's a white sword.
Like I said, ooh, take the money and run.
That actually does increase the chance. Ooh, Dragondarch buying blue ring. I like it.
Me too. That's very spicy.
The only concern, I think, with me is knowing that I tend to lose the Game-O-Matic 9000 about 8 times out of 11. I might be slightly tempted to at least like poke around a few more rooms in level 6, but not much. Dragondarch getting up to 8 hearts.
So you have calculated out so that you know that you lose the game-o-matic 72% of the time?
Well, to be fair, when I was keeping statistics, I was correct 11% of the time, and then I stopped keeping statistics for a little bit, so I kind of estimated.
Well, 8 out of 11 is 72.7%, so...
Oh, that means I was doing better than average for a little bit there. Great.
Yeah. Also, both runners in level 8. High five time.
High fiving a little late, killing virus and dying.
Yep. I mean, sometimes that happens.
Dragondarch will probably get their white sword here and be pleased to see it.
I mean, I'm always pleased to see a white sword.
There are times where I have not been pleased.
I mean, when it's the first sword you find and it's easily accessible, it's very happy. Like I got in my seat on Tuesday.
If I have magical sword, I'm not pleased to see white sword.
I mean, I'm always pleased to see it. I might not be happy, but I'm always pleased.
Dragondarch gonna make their way past the Gomer pile. It's the white lollipop. Or I guess is that the blueberry one?
That's definitely blueberry. Since we've been talking about all things main food today, yes, it is the blueberry lollipop.
So, seeing as we're going to continue the main discussion, I guess.
I'm not sure what that level 8 is, though.
That level 8 is most definitely not main.
No, definitely not. Although it might be what we believe Massachusetts to look like.
Aren't like half of the New England states just one giant subsidiary of Boston?
Yes, but the difference is most of us don't talk like we're from Boston.
Fair.
I mean, if you want me to start talking like I'm from Boston, first you need to go park your car down at Harvard Yard, then you gotta get me a lobster roll, okay?
Instructions unclear. Got you a lobster roll, but I put it on a Kaiser roll instead.
You heathen. You monster.
There's a silver arrows in the Triforce room on level 8.
Wow.
You're not missing that.
No, not at all. That takes a lot of the drama out of this.
No, there's still drama. You know those logs that are sitting on the coast?
I meant the drama insofar as the, are you digging 9 for silvers or are they somewhere else?
No, I gotta correct myself. It's not the Kaiser roll, it's the rye.
I'd prefer if you didn't put lobster on me.
What, you're identifying as rye bread?
No, but I'm identifying that my name may or may not be Ryan.
That's why I said rye, not Ryan.
Now, the more important question is it seeded or seedless rye?
Dealer's choice.
I mean, I do like hope.
I personally prefer seeded anymore.
Yeah, it's a texture thing. I definitely agree with that. But Cytown said nope to the bonus cave. Maybe keeping it for later in case we need more potion. But yeah, at this point, the bow. I mean, not the bow. The ladder is the only thing you're potentially needing. Although, if you're Cytown, here begs the question: are you gambling that you don't need the ladder?
100%. The way Cytown's been going at the seed, I do not doubt for a second that Cytown will gamble on ladderless until he is proved to either need it or the raft. And I bet you Cytown will skip both items in 5 and 7, assuming he finds all of his levels.
Oh, 100%. Well, the only levels we haven't seen in the booth as a whole are, I believe, 5 and 9.
Correct. Although I forget where 7 is.
Somewhere awful.
Silver arrows for Dragondarch.
Yeah, that's a pretty awesome level 8. White sword, silver arrows.
So really the only thing separating the two runners at this point is a little bit of overall exploration on the Triforce at a level 1 for Cytown, but that is not a large gap.
No, not at all.
But yeah, I think if based on the way Cytown's playing this, Letter will not be gotten by Cytown. Blue Ring probably will not be gotten by Cytown. So that money will likely go to either bomb upgrades or using silver arrows in dungeons for combat speed.
I mean, I am all for using as many silver arrows as possible in dungeons.
Maybe we'll see a bomb purchase if it can be squeezed in reasonably well. Dragondarch gets up to 9 hearts.
Yeah, that is 1 heart away from potential magical sword check.
The thing that makes it magical is diagonal.
See, and I thought it was the 1 to 32 herbs and spices.
We have seen 4, we have not seen 5, we have apparently seen 7. Dragondarch did not get the Triforce out of level 1. They elected to say, you know what, I'm coming back with more equipment.
Which is always a viable strategy.
Although I don't imagine Dragondarch is going to put that Triforce off for too much longer.
No, I think you just next time you're in the area, you go pick it up.
Yeah.
And yes, 4 did have the bow that both of our runners have, so we have seen 4.
You find a bomb shop.
Yes, bombs are expensive.
And in the Forgotten Spot. Back to level 8 for Dragondarch. And immediately leaving level 8 for Dragondarch as Cytown finds another large secret.
I didn't hate that play. You know, skip a couple of screens. 1 toot on this whistle will send us to a faraway land.
And I like the choice to go to 6 to go ahead and do the coast here, because... Well, if your choices are coast or Death Mountain, even though Death Mountain has more caves, it's usually more of a pain to get to, although I guess with the eddy roads it's not bad.
Yeah, I would say those eddy roads make it not that bad at all. And Cytown machine guns some things with silver arrows and is back to full ammo.
If Cytown is going to buy a blue ring, this will be the time that he does it.
Yes, but I agree. If I'm in the point of right now, if I find a blue ring, I buy it. But if I'm Cytown, I'm like, you know, I have all of the ammo I could ever want.
Cytown may also consider a meat purchase, as we have not seen the meat shop yet.
Well, we've seen a meat shop, we just haven't seen the meat block.
You know what I meant.
I know what you meant, but I had to say it because, you know, that's the kind of broadcast this is.
Instructions unclear, did not speak English anymore.
You did say you were going to start broadcasting in Hebrew.
If I ever get to the point where I'm conversational with it, which I need to actually get back to that. They're throwing "ha" everywhere.
Yeah, but say the only 2 things I can say are Shabbat Shalom.
Oh, that'll get you pretty far.
And I only know that from watching NCIS.
Okay. I did not expect that to be where you got it from.
They had a character who was former Mossad.
Oh, that would do it.
Yes. And I believe there was an episode titled Shabbat Shalom.
But now what does that translate to?
Hey, Google! What does Shabbat Shalom translate to?
Suddenly you just hear a smartphone going off.
It did go off. I did have my smartphone going off for it, though.
Interesting that, like, we had all of these dungeons early, and then 5 and 9 have decided they're not going to participate in the seed.
I mean, 5 and 9, you know, if they don't want to play, it's perfectly fine. They don't have to come out and play if they don't want to.
I think they're working their 9 to 5 job.
What a way to make a living.
Yes, which, what time zone, I guess, would they be in if they're still at work at this hour? Like Alaska time?
Hawaii.
Ooh, yes. Shout out to all of our Hawaiian friends who are watching this right after work.
Or listening to us as a podcast on the drive home from work.
Or both. Wait.
Hey, we found level 9. Dragondarch found level 9 up on Death Mountain, exactly where we thought it would be. And Cytown does pick up the blue ring. Had the money, found it. I mean, you have it. Don't hate the purchase there.
Yeah. I mean, you haven't seen a bomb upgrade. The old men like to take your money, so you might as well spend it on a blue ring than the old man.
Apparently, we did trigger somebody's Google Home.
Level 5 found for Dragondarch.
So we found all of our levels.
Alright, so Dragondarch is in level 5 with 5 rupees, and after this room, we'll have 5 bombs, hopefully. Oh, nope. Look at the map so they can see where they need to go. That is a... Okay, well, that's a start to 5.
That's a very linear start to 5.
This would be a great time to get a, what's it called? A ladder block. Well, there's the book. Alright, so, if the book is not written in Hylian, what language do you think it's written in?
I think it's a picture book.
UG is going pictures. I'm going with Spanish.
I've been learning a little bit of Spanish recently because some of the workers we have at the plant only speak Spanish, so I've had to break out my Google Translate to be able to communicate with them.
If the first word you learned in Spanish was not banana, I'll be disappointed.
Actually, the first phrase I learned in Spanish was "Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas."
I feel like that involves eggs.
Nope. Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
This shows how much Spanish I know, folks.
I learned that getting on the monorail at Disney. But we did see a ladder block as Dragondarch was dying to a Gleeok as I was talking about doors. And the door did close behind Dragondarch, so there's how we loop this back.
And oh, by the way, there was a ladder block, so therefore you had to kill the Gleeok to open the door. To get back through, otherwise you were stuck.
Exactly.
And now Cytown is in level 5.
Yes, we have found level 5, both runners. That power price is getting required for 2. That's right, 2 dungeons.
Although, crucially, Cytown doesn't yet know where level 9 is.
That is true, but considering the path I took to get up here, we'll find it fairly soon.
We find an Aquamentus here in level 5. We haven't seen a whole lot of those yet. Cytown's going to get the book. Maps are valuable.
Yep, maps are extremely valuable, especially the 9 map.
Here's a staircase that is going to be a transport at level 5. What do you think this level 5 is?
An elephant laying down, raising its trunk up to spray itself with water to cool off.
I like your levels of imagination. I was going to say the hammers that the red things throw in Zelda 2.
The red things? You mean the Dairas?
No, the other red things, the ones in the temples. Trails knows the name of the enemy. Now Cytown is stuck with the Gleeok.
Yes, I think they're Goombas.
Are they Goombas? Okay.
Goombas, yeah. Goombas are Doom Rattlers, yep.
Well, I thought the Doom Rattlers were the ones that were blue. So I'm gonna go with Goomba.
Yes. Yeah, they're just palette swaps. Like, Zelda 2, like, I love Zelda 2. I can't play Zelda 2 to save my life. But the best thing about Zelda 2, and I will die on this hill, the 2 best things about Zelda 2 are the Great Palace music and the Thirsty Rod.
You said very spelled wrong.
I'm sorry, but have you heard me do Zelda 2? Have you heard me talk about the Thirsty Girl?
You mean the one who is so thirsty she can't walk 20 feet to get the water?
That's the one!
Although I do have to ask the question, if you didn't get the water of life first and have the empty bottle from the water of life, such as in a randomizer seed, where does Link carry the water?
His hat.
Okay. That explains why he carries a hat around. It's actually just a water skin.
Yes, exactly. It's just a water skin. That's all it is.
Dragondarch with the Triforce in level 5. Not ladder blocked.
No, which is very delicious for Dragondarch, because that is going to put them on par Triforce-wise with Cytown, and Cy avoids 2 heart containers, then opts to go and pick up that one. Like, this heart container routing is so fantastically strange, I love it.
I can't even ask him anymore. By the way, there's level 7.
I'm not sure what that level 7 is, but I'm pretty sure it's Footloose.
It's a snake. Some kind of snake. That's Footloose.
Yep.
So I guess level 9 is on the right side of 7?
Level 9 is 1 screen north of Grave Armos.
No, I mean on the grid.
Oh. The only grid I care about is the morphing grid.
What, you don't care about the Excel grid?
Nope. Although, that's a super early Triforce from Dragondarch in level 7, and that is also a Patra guarding it.
I think you just leave.
Oh, 100%. Like, you're, like, if you're Dragondarch, you're doing the same thing Cytown is. You are gambling on ladderless at this point, because at this point, what, ladder's in 6 or 7?
Yeah, and who actually wants to go dig those 2 dungeons?
Not I, said the little redhead.
Somebody does.
Well, somebody's crazy.
I'm not that person.
Nope, not at all. But I like this. Like, I want the only ladder, quote unquote, required thing to be Ganon in some sort of moat room. So you have to be really creative with how you fight him.
And this is where Dragondarch is going to catch back up to Cytown, and Cytown still has to go find level 9.
That is true, but we are going to find level 7 here for Cy real quick. It's going to depend on which direction Cytown opts to go. If Cy goes right here, up here in this 7, it's going to be a long path because the Triforce is down that lower section of the booty here.
Oh, and look at the clock for Dragondarch. Yes, they're going to have to leave the room to respawn the Wallmaster, but it's a clock that lets you take out the vast majority of that room safely and freely, and Cytown is so far headed up.
Yeah, but that's a fantastic, pardon the pun, a fantastically timed clock for Dragondarch. Is going to go ahead and get that Triforce. So now we are just a Triforce in level 4 away from making our way to level 9. And assuming both runners are doing what we think they're going to do, and that, of course, is going ladderless here, that's going to be very interesting because now it's going to be a matter of if they both go ladderless, Dragondarch is by far in the catbirds. Oh, wow!
A compass for Cytown. But remember, Cytown still does not yet know where level 9 is, so that's going to take Cytown a little bit of time, and that's going to give Dragondarch just the ever so slight edge getting into level 9.
And remember, sometimes that's all you need. Yep. Sometimes that's what you need, is that ever so slight edge.
But a very fortunate compass there for Cytown, going to keep him right up in this.
Yeah, this race all of a sudden, it lost the Silvers drama, but it got spicy all of a sudden.
And this is where we might see a slight difference, ironically enough, in the health advantage.
Yeah, the 10 hearts that Dragondarch has is fantastic. But remember, Cytown did pick up the potion.
Right. So Cytown effectively has, at the moment, is that 21 hearts?
Something like that. Make that, 11 hearts now for Dragondarch. That is a big advantage. With the blue ring, that is now 5 hits one can take from Ganon. There's the compass.
Good find for Dragondarch in the blue wizard room. And this is where we might actually see that come into play, because with the 11 hearts, Dragondarch will likely be able to get through this without a potion. If Cytown has to potion in this room, he's then going to have to decide, okay, do I go back for that potion that I left behind to get a refill, or do I just go?
Also, that was a fantastic room from Dragondarch. A couple of bombs to kill the majority of the Wizrobes. That was so beautiful.
We have math in chat saying that Cytown effectively has 42-ish hearts, which means Cytown has found the meaning of life.
Well, the circle of life moves us all.
Cytown headed back to 4. Might get the heart container in here, but I believe he knows. Oh, he does not know where the no, he does. Know where
Yeah. We got. I remember the Wizrobe room now. Like, oh yeah, we're not doing this right now because it was disgusting Wizrobes.
Yeah, because why would you do Wizards on like no hearts and no sword and no bombs and no anything? I could have just stopped at why would you do the Wizards?
Exactly. I mean, you had to go make it personal.
No, I had to go make it seed specific.
I mean that too, which is personal.
I like how cytown goes back for the 5er, saying, "You know what? A couple extra arrows wouldn't hurt." And
No, not at all.
Probably do this.
Wow.
That's a 9.
53 rooms, I think I'm counting.
Still less than vanilla.
That is true, but now, of course, we are looking for un roar and un door.
You would think Ganon would learn how to soundproof his walls by now.
I mean, when you're that big and terrifying, you want people to know where you are.
Well, if we assume Link is if we assume Link in each tile is roughly about 2 meters, I'm gonna put Link at 6 feet tall. Which, okay, that's quite large for what he's supposed to be like 10.
Link is 10 in this, yeah.
Okay, we'll say 3 feet tall. So each block is a meter, which makes Ganon like 6 feet by 6 feet, which is actually pretty intimidating.
I mean, yes.
So Dragondarch entered 9 before the 50-minute mark. I didn't get the exact time down, but it'll probably be about maybe a minute or two difference between the two.
Yeah, because Sai's going to find it right here. The bigger advantage that Dragondarch's going to have right now, it's not a huge one. That's going to be Cytown's going to be going into this 9 with, as of right now, 1 bomb, whereas Dragondarch does have 3. Also, we know this is going to be the map here for Dragondarch, so no need to kill this room. The reason you know it's the map is because every other time in this style Triforce room, you're going to get the item be available freely to you. If it's not there, it's the map.
Come on. Alright, so come on, Moat Room, Zelda.
No, I want Moat Room Ganon.
Yeah, but you can still kill Ganon in the Moat Room. You just have to be very, very, very particular about it and hope that he spawns on the wall when you kill him.
Exactly. That's why I want one.
Actually, can we just have both? Like, Moat Room Ganon and Chevy Room Zelda?
I mean, Chevy Room Zelda would be the ultimate in troll technology.
Looks like we have a stair find for Dragondarch and a potential Zelda door for Cytown. I don't recall if Dragondarch has been down here. That's a red candle.
That is a red candle.
Not the red item they wanted to see.
Nope, the red Ringu would be the more appropriate red item. Also, is Dragonbark just the name of Dragondarch's dog?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know if Dragondarch has a dog and what the dog's actual name is, but I'm calling it Dragonbark.
I mean, yes, I mean, 100%.
There's some bombs for Dragondarch. Not a bad find.
No, not at all. Especially when you're going through only 2 bombs and you're still in Search 9 mode. You're always happy to find it. If Dragondarch had more bombs in their inventory, I would definitely be an advocate of leaving them there and coming back to pick them up later if you need them. But, you know, having only the 2, pick them up, baby.
We have the runners in slightly different sections of 9 right now. I find that any more magic staircases tend to be better than magic bomb walls when you're searching 9.
Oh yeah, I mean, my thought process on it is, it definitely depends what I'm looking for, but resource management is going to be an absolutely key thing here. So if I reach to a point where I'd have to do a bunch of, speaking of the red item, there is the other item, the red ring. So that's a huge advantage there for Cytown. What I was saying, though, is I'll take a staircase over using a bomb.
Yeah, I think I would, too. And it's kind of interesting that Cytown found that so quickly. Ooh, Dragondarch really considering they are going to use their last bomb, but it does not open.
Oh, that's a really, really trolly staircase, then.
Dragondarch kind of... Ooh, they're going to leave 9 as Cytown finds the red candle. Thankfully, we have a lot of bomb-dropping enemies just outside the door.
Yes. And we pick some up, so we're back in.
I like the choice to go ahead and finish off the screen so that it fully respawns the next time you pop out of 9.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful there.
Cytown gonna check if this is Zelda, but it is just a push block. Now, Dragondarch may still find that red ring while they're exploring this level 9, so... Advantage for now is a little bit in Cytown's court from the Red Ring and the Potion, but again, it all comes down to who finds Ganon and Zelda first, and
I mean,
we go from there.
I mean, that's definitely the thing. I mean, it's absolutely going to be that, but it's more than just who finds them first, because finding Ganon and Zelda is one thing, but being able to, kill Ganon is another. Both of these orders are fantastically skilled. Both of them have at least a ring and the white sword, so I don't foresee the Ganon fight being too big of an issue, but it is always something you have to keep in mind.
And I think, honestly, the Red Ring may help more with a lot of these Land Molar runes, because the Land Molars tend to just hit you a lot.
Let's not talk about Land Molas.
But they're on screen. It's relevant.
Yeah, I'm still having nightmares over Land Molas from Tuesday.
But they're on screen. It's relevant.
It is relevant.
Do you know what else is relevant? Aquamentus.
Aquamentus, the Freshmaker, is very relevant.
I'm waiting for the sprite set that changes the Aquamentus' fireball specifically to be Mentos. Well, I mean, that's a thing.
The problem with that is it would also turn Moldorms into Mentos.
I don't see a problem with that.
No, I do see Zelda's room, though.
But Zelda's not in it.
No, she's not.
You see, Zelda at least got out of her room, so we can give her credit for that, and she closed up the wall behind her.
Is this one of those situations of like Princess Peach in Paper Mario where she's locked in a room, but every time you get something, she wanders around for a little bit and then gets caught?
Yes.
Okay.
And we're interrupting her wandering around, so she's like, "Oh crap! I have to freeze in place."
Yes.
And then fire suddenly appear. We don't know why.
Yeah, and then there's the one time though where she ends up playing a game show.
Wait, Zelda played a game show?
No, Princess Peach in Paper Mario.
I must have missed this canon.
Did you not ever play Paper Mario?
Nope.
Oh, well, that'd be why.
Although I do remember in Super Mario 64 DS, Mario being a poker dealer. Or was it Luigi?
Probably Luigi.
Yeah, that would be a Luigi thing. Dragondarch is in a new area of level 9.
Yay! We like new areas. Also, we like bombs.
How about all of the bombs?
Yes, the Vire's being good tonight.
Yeah, this is... Ooh, but Cytown's not far behind in the one room behind Dragondarch right now.
Literally in the same room.
No longer literally in the same room.
Right.
But Cytown has one bomb. Now this gets interesting.
It does. Resource management is always a big thing here. Oh! Ooh! Surprise Landmo!
But there is a compass.
Yes, that's actually going to be... If I'm Dragondarch, I understand there's a surprise Landmo, but I'm going right back into it. But Cytown has... Nope, it just was some residual on the screen. I thought it was a compass. It was just looking really fun.
I'm pretty sure that was a compass.
Right, but I thought Cytown had the compass, is what I'm saying.
No, Cytown's not been to that room because Cytown doesn't have the bombs.
That is true.
So Cytown's going to just have to pray they find Zelda somewhere. Dragondarch looks like they're headed right back. Oh, wait, no, they're actually in a slightly different column.
I mean...
Potentially they're saying, you know what, I've seen enough of this 9, I can... Oh, wait, nope, this is a stair.
Yep, I mean, at this point, I don't blame them at all. You know that the compass is there. You know the surprise Landmos are there. Like, I absolutely am like, yep, I'm 100% going that, because that's, it's still the process of having to get there, but you now know where you have to be to get there.
Moreover, Cytown's already used one potion.
That's the second potion. Cytown has no more potion.
Ooh, so now that Cytown still has the health advantage at an effective 28 hearts to Dragondarch's 22, but Dragondarch does have the compass, assuming they can get through this. They do get it, and Zelda's up in that corner. I think I start trying to find a path to Zelda and hope Ganon's on the way.
Yep.
Oh look, more surprise Landmo.
Yes, but at least they weren't left Moa.
Right, but now...
No left.
But now do you go back there?
I don't think you do. I think Cytown's right where he needs to be.
But doesn't know that Zelda's here.
Right.
Cytown does have bombs now. Oh, Cytown has to pick those bombs up. He probably did not want to get those right now.
No, but beautiful maneuvering through the Darknut-infested NSU room, and Cytown gonna know where Zelda is. Also, speaking of Spanish, ¿dónde está la biblioteca?
And Ganon's right there. Oh boy.
Wow.
Oh, but he's in a Chevy.
Oh my gosh, we got what we wanted.
So you can get Ganon down in this format, but Ganon has to spawn low on the last hit. If Ganon is there on the last hit, you cannot pick up the Triforce of Power. I think you can get it from here.
Yeah, it's a beautiful spot for Sai right there.
Okay. Here we go. Does the ladder matter?
Unbelievable. And the answer is no!
Cytown will be moving on, taking the victory in this race.
Unbelievable. We got what we wanted. We got the ladder required gain, but going with the ladderless, unbelievable.
Hey, who would have thought? Ladderless was the answer.
I mean, ladderless is the answer until it isn't.
So Cytown will be moving on to what I believe is the round of 16?
Round of 16, yes. Let me do a little quick lookup and see if I can give you an updated bracket. Meanwhile, I believe that ping means we are joined by a Cytown.
Hi, hi.
Hello.
Hello.
That was a 9.
Yep.
Yes. How about the ladder almost required Ganon?
Yeah, when I first saw the room, I went, oh no, and then I went, wait a minute, I can fish this one out. We're okay.
We were very much hoping for a moat room Zelda.
I'm so glad I picked up the red ring in 9.
Yeah, that ended up being a factor, but I don't think it was the defining factor. I think the defining factor was ironically not bombing north in that Moldorm room, because the compass was up there, but it was guarded by left Mola.
Right. Yeah, did we both get in 9 about the same time?
Dragondarch had about a minute on you.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, it was like this was like close, like it was crazy.
Yeah, that felt like my 9 was, I'm gonna say it felt like my 9 was decent, but I was out of bombs the whole time, and I got every set of staircases but one. So, I don't know how wonderful that 9 was, but it actually felt like, for how hard it was, it felt like a good 9.
No, I can understand that. Having spent 25 minutes in 9 on Tuesday, I can feel where you're coming from there.
Only 25.
Well, Dragondarch found the other path up there, so that's good.
Yep, that is fantastic, and we know that Ganon's right there. So,
My goodness, yeah, that was a little bit hairy.
Yeah, it was. Although I hope Dragondarch knows what they need to do in order to kill Ganon in that room without the ladder. Also, I'd like to point out we had basically a double sub 59 entry.
Yes.
Which is insane.
Yeah, absolutely insane.
Yeah, this one was different for sure.
Yeah, but Dragondarch here in the room with Ganon. Let's see if they can get the kill here as well.
Oh, they don't have ladder, do they?
No, we don't know where the ladder is. Like, we have no idea where the ladder is.
I think it's in level 10.
6 or 7.
Yes, that's all we know. Like, we don't know which one of them it's in.
Okay, so I take it they also did the same thing I did with skipping 6 and 7's items?
Yep.
Nice.
Also, fantastic kill there by Dragondarch, and yep, Ganon spawned nicely for both of our runners here, so wow, like, ladderless seed, you don't see those very often.
No.
Everyone, please get your GGs for Dragondarch in the chat.
Yep. So right before you jumped in here, Si, I did say I was going to go ahead and grab the bracket so we could have a conversation about what was going on here. And I can say I do know who we will be seeing in the next round. But first things first, before we get to that, we also have a Dragondarch.
That was better than the seed you would have rolled.
You still hate me for the last one I rolled.
That was a dumpster fire. You are still fired.
I love you, friend.
That was a overall
did you say
pretty
fired
clean
or
seed,
fried?
though.
So, DD, I have to ask you the same question I just asked Sai. How about the almost ladder required Ganon?
Yeah, almost. I walked in. It's like, okay, it's like Ganon's in the northeast. I just found him plus found Zelda. This should be pretty good. Oh God, really?
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't too bad though. He gave me a pretty cooperative pattern. I kind of fit. He gave me like a standard any percent pattern, which was pretty easy to deal with. Like I knew where he was going pretty much every time. And then I got a good stun lock, so it wasn't that bad of a fight. It was just really annoying when I walked in. Also, how about that magic staircase in the lower left?
I found a different one.
Huh. I found 5 staircases, and only one of them took me near where I needed to go.
Same boat, DD. I found 5 in both items, and yeah, it was a little crazy.
Yeah, there was one. It was you go left from start, and you kind of had to go up and around to get into it, and that took you like a few screens south of where Zelda was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there was. Did you find the red ring in 9?
Nope, I found the red candle though.
Nice. Yeah. So if you go up, left 2, up 3 more, and right 1, that's a staircase. It's a Patra room, and it takes you 1 left of the staircase you got to when you got to the right northeast corridor, whatever the heck you want to call this stupid thing. Yeah, it was close.
I did find the compass.
I did not find that. I got lucky at that point. There wasn't much left in 9 that it could have been.
Yeah, the compass was far northwest corner. You had to take one of the multiple staircases on the right in the southeast. And you come in from the left through a bomb hole, and there's 2 orange land molas. So I died the first time in there.
Left mola is the best mola for Ganon. Just saying.
But yeah, I was kind of happy to find I dipped 4 real early because I just happened to find it, and it's like, okay, I'll just check a few rooms, and well, okay, I have a bow. That's nice.
I'm being reminded I have a question for Cytown.
Oh lordy.
So there was a heart on the floor in level 3 that you decided you just didn't want, even though you went and picked up like a whole bunch of other hearts later on.
Oh, because it was out of the way. I'd had to walk around.
It's like right there. You don't have
It's
a
a
late
reverse
sword
C.
item yet. You're on 3 hearts.
Nah, it's a reverse C. I'm not walking around that for that stupid heart.
If he was on 3 hearts, then he might have wanted to be able to just keep beam sword more often.
Which we did contemplate as that being the reason.
Yeah, it's number 1. I'm not going to walk around reverse C for a heart unless I know that I need the white sword item, and at that point, I mean, how many caves had I actually been in? Like 6, 7. So, well, maybe more than that because I did get the. Yeah, I lied a little bit there. I had more than that, maybe like 15. But at that point, I didn't care. I was going to find hearts and take these, and I was going to find a heart on the floor somewhere else. So, yeah, all I need is 6. Whatever the white sword item is, we're fine. Of course, that's a lie because I kept dying in a couple of the dungeons. But yeah, I didn't care. It means, and then I got to keep sword beams a little bit longer whenever I restarted in a dungeon. So it's more valuable than a 4th heart unless the white sword item's good.
Which in this case, it was a boomerang.
So it was good.
I did buy a blue ring, so I mean,
I did.
I wasn't playing Hero Ball, I can tell you that much.
Yeah.
I had so much money at some points. It's just like, I'm gonna burn this on a blue ring because it's right next to start. Might as well.
Exactly right. Yeah, I had three more caves I knew that had money in it that I didn't pick up because I had 255 when I hit them. So yeah, it was a little ridiculous.
Yeah, the money was flowing in this seed.
Honestly, everything in this seed was flowing. Like, let's be real here. Y'all, when you were going through it, just had this flow to you that was just, like, constantly going. At no point were y'all just kind of, like, stuck waiting for the seed to kind of open up. You all just flew through this quite nicely.
Yeah, I mean, like 1 and 4. I mean, 1 and 4, I got the Tringles really late, but I found the items on my first dip. It's like I can any roads over to both of them. I'll get the Tringles later, and then I just like the levels weren't very hard outside of a couple of trolley situations. That lovely Gleeok in the horizontal moat room that locks you in that I came in from the top. That was great.
You're talking about 5.
Yep, that's the one.
Oh yeah, yeah. I used a potion on that guy.
I didn't have a potion. I almost killed it, but I ended up dying to my own wand fire at the very end.
Yeah, yeah. Understood.
So I heard something about a bracket being brought up.
Yes. I had to go and yell at my cat who just knocked my headphone cord out, which is a common occurrence around these parts. But, Sai, the people whoever was going to be winning this was going against either the winner of Shaddy and Tom J, who had to do their races async. So the question is I know that there are plans being talked about to broadcast them. So the question I ask is very simple: do you want me to spoil it or not?
I'm interested. Well, are we going to be spoiling it for anybody who would watch it online somewhere?
I mean, if you want the answer, I can always just send you the information of who you're going to be playing.
But I don't want to spoil it for anybody who'd like to watch.
Fair enough. Again, I don't know for sure if it's going to be broadcast. I know it's been talked about having the vodcast of them, so I won't spoil it. I'll DM you when we're off here so you can get in touch with who you need to get in touch with.
Sounds good.
But I mean, people will know as soon as they see the cytown matches on the schedule.
Yeah, but that requires people to go into the schedule.
I mean, fair.
People can join our Discord and come on in, and they'd find out. Join in, have fun, play the game.
Yes, 100%. I mean, there's all different kinds of ways. We've had so many new people come in during this tournament to start playing. Like the Looking for Races channel. Like, I'll go to bed, there'll be people asking for races. I'll wake up, there'll be people asking for races. I'll be at work, there'll be people asking for races. It has been popping during this tournament. It's been fantastic. Even if you've never played before, come on in. There are multiple people who will have no problem, telling you how to get it set up, how to get the game running, how to, how you want to start about playing it, fantastic. Come on in. We're a great community.
And to not only echo that, but also add that if you're wanting to join us, but you see these tournament flags and you're like, I'm not entirely sure if I want to play with this, maybe I want to play with something else, just open up a race and suggest a flag set, and you'll probably find at least a couple of people that are pretty much willing to play anything.
Yeah, me. That's me. I'm always game, so.
Yeah, no. So funny thing, I just went to message Sai about who is playing next round, and I realized the last time him and I had spoken in DM was after our epic set of 3 in the 2019 tournament.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. I think between all 3 races, the combined margin of victory was like 2 minutes between all 3 races.
Good grief.
That was fun.
Yeah. Well, thank you everyone for doing this, and DD, thanks for some good races. Sounds like you made it into 9 before I did tonight, so well done, and it was a good matchup.
Yeah, GG on the win. I actually got into 9. It was I was actually in 9 under 50 minutes.
I was right at 50, so yeah, you beat me into that piggy. But that 9 was nasty, and
The The real funny thing is I went southwest first. If I had just checked, there was one room that if I had just checked it, I would have gone straight to Zelda and Ganon. That's the difference. I was one room away from that staircase.
Good grief. Yeah, well, fantastic job. And thank you also, Dragondarch and Phoenix. Really appreciate y'all. Greenleaf.
I
mean, confusing one mainer for another, it's acceptable.
Oh boy. Just kick me out now. Anyway, Thank you, everybody, and have a great night.
So with that, anything else you would like to say before we get on out of here, Dragondarch?
Well, at least now I don't have to schedule any more races. I get my nights back.
That's true. The fringe benefit of leaving the tournament is I have my nights back. But with that, on behalf of both of our runners, cytown and Dragondarch, make sure you hit !R in the chat to get the links to their Twitch and follow them. Our wonderful tracker behind the scenes who makes all of this possible, makes us look good, Moonrisen Phoenix, the entire broadcast team at SpeedGaming, and of course my broadcast partner in the booth, Alsoa. I am TGE, reminding everybody to, of course, as always, keep hailing.
And stay safe, warm, dry, cold, whatever your preferred conditions are out there, because depending on what part of the country, you may be seeing some rain tonight.